Greetings, Green Thumb Gardening family. Alain Unleashed back at you from right here at the Green Thumb Gardening channel, right here in Grow Zone 8B in Tifton, Georgia. And in this evening's video, I want to take this moment to reintroduce you guys and gals out there who've been following our channel for at least the past 2 years to a project that has been approximately 2 years in the making here in our backyard food forest. For those of you guys who haven't been following our channel for 2 years or more, you may recall that we uploaded a video titled Bats in the Attic about 2 years ago here at the Green Thumb Garden channel. We actually had a small colony of bats, meaning a colony of less than 100 bats inhabiting our attic and our house. We had a wildlife conservation company come out and take a look up inside of our attic, determine how many bats we had up there and where they were entering and exiting our attic from. That wildlife company proceeded to install excluders on those entry and exit points where the bats were entering and exiting our attic. They also proceeded to seal up every tiny little nook and cranny on our house that a bat could possibly squeeze up into. For most of you guys who don't know much about bats, a bat, especially beside the variety of bats that we have here, which happens to be insect bats, a bat can squeeze into an entry that's approximately 1/4 of an inch high by about an inch and a half to 2 inches wide. Bats don't need that very much room at all to squeeze into your house. So what we did, once all of the bats exited our attic, we kind of felt bad for the bats. I mean, bats serve a purpose, a huge purpose in the ecosystem here in Georgia and Florida. Insect bats really go a long way in controlling the insect population here in Georgia and other surrounding areas. So what we did was we did a little research about a day after we had those bats excluded from our attic. We did a little research. We found out what bats need, what requirements they need as far as a bat shelter or a bat house goes. We actually constructed a bat house from reclaimed wood from pallets. We painted that bat house and we installed that bat house, as you guys can see, up on that pole there behind that banana plant. Now, again, Green Thumb Gardening family, that has been approximately 2 years ago. For most of you who don't know, if you actually purchase a bat house or construct a bat house, it may take 2 years or more before bats actually find your bat house. And even if they find your bat house, they may not find your bat house suitable for habitation, meaning your bat house might not be located in the right place. It may have obstructions around it. It may be located at a point where predators can disturb the bat house. It may be located in an area where there's actually too much light or too much traffic from the road. So bats don't really like a bunch of noise, and they don't really like to be in areas where it's well lit at night. I'm going to walk you guys down here and give you guys a peek at this bat house and explain to you guys what we did when we constructed this bat house. Our bat house is approximately 2 feet high in the back. I'm not sure if you guys can really see that from this angle, but it's 2 feet high in the back. It is 22 inches high in the front, giving us a downward slope for the roof, and that prevents rainwater from settling and leaking into our bat house. This bat house also is approximately 16 inches wide, and this is a dual chamber bat house. I'm not sure if you guys can see that from this angle, but we have a front chamber and we also have a rear chamber built into this greenhouse. And last but not least, we also have a nursery built into the back of this greenhouse at the very top of this very small nursery. We built that nursery into our greenhouse to give out the female bats somewhere to actually give birth to their young, and also raise those young in a spot in the greenhouse that would be away from all of the adult bats. Now again, our bat house is approximately 24 inches tall by 16 inches wide, and it is approximately 6 inches in depth. Again, we have 2 chambers on this bat house, and we have a nursery built into the back. We built this bat house and we placed it up here on this pole 2 years ago. It took bats 2 years, almost approximately, to find our bat house and begin to inhabit our bat house. They've been inhabiting our bat house for approximately 1 month now, long enough for us to actually kind of determine how many bats we have in this small bat house and what time they actually enter our bat house in the morning before dawn, and what time they actually exit our bat house every night. So tonight we're going to bring you guys a video that we're titling Pitch Black. Here's why. We have approximately 70 or more bats in this bat house. Yeah, that's right. We have approximately 70 or more bats in this tiny, tiny, tiny bat house. Bats are small. Bats can, again, squeeze into tiny areas. Bats like to huddle together. And again, there's at least 70 bats in our bat house. And we're going to give you some evidence of those bats down here on this ground down here. You guys see all of that guano down there? There is loads and loads of guano down here on this ground around our bat house at the pole. Basically the pole that our bat house is mounted on. That gives us a 2-for-1 green thumb gardening family. Not only do we have natural fertilizer down there in the ground, we also have natural pest control up here on this pole up here in the form of about 70 bats. Our bats tend to enter and exit our bat house in the evening, a little after sunset, around 8:45. So tonight we're going to come out here at 8:40. We're going to set up our tripod here beneath this banana plant here. We're going to dress in all black so we don't disturb our bats. We're going to get down low over here in this corner somewhere at a good angle, and we're going to film those bats as they exit our bat house. They come out just like the little monsters on the movie Pitch Black, starring Vin Diesel. So stay tuned tonight around 9:30 for Pitch Black from right here at the Green Thumb Gardening Channel, Grow Zone 8B in Tifton, Georgia.